Computer. Got it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need headphones. God damn it.
Ah! Was that loud enough? Does that sound adequate? No. You found headphones?
Yep.
You have them plugged in?
Just about. Turn them on right now. You fucking discover my headphones, dude. Come on.
Oh boy.
There we go. This is nuts.
Is it fucking ready?
This thing has been boiling for 5 minutes. No, Danny, it's not fucking ready. I would have said something that was fucking ready, Danny. I think I'm right now, dude. I spent 25 minutes digging through all my shit trying to find my fucking headphones, dude.
Shut up. Just get it to work.
You shut the fuck up. I'm trying to get it to fucking work. This fucking thing. Can you hear me?
Yay!
Yay.
I feel like we should leave all of that in there.
Hello, hello.
I hear you.
All right, word. How's the mic?
Sounds pretty good. It sounds like you actually have a headset in right now.
Well, I'm using my gaming headset.
That actually sounds really good.
Scale of 1 to 10. Just so. Oh wait, no, I can do it. I can do an audio test. You know what?
Can do an audio test. It sounds very crisp. I'm not gonna lie.
I bet, because I'm trying
like
to.
chips.
Hey, crispy. Say crispy like a fucking.
Crispy, crispy with like custard instead of cream.
it's just mildly unnerving.
I mean, it did take you fucking ages.
I mean, yeah, dude, but it's like perfection takes time, dog.
That's cap.
Check, mic check. You know what it is. You know what it be. you know who I am. You know where
this B is.
Who am I? Oh yeah, I'm spitting right now. Let's go.
Spin, son.
All right, dog.
All
let's
over
start
the
this.
floor. All over the floor.
Let's just do a podcast right now, dude. Fuck
Let's just do a podcast after 10 minutes of trying to find a fucking microphone.
Let's just do it right now, dog. Come on.
Let's just hey man, let's just sled down. Let's just sled down the stairs.
Let's go for a ski slope on the backyard. Fucking.
Let's go dig a hole and try to ski down it.
Let's just fucking bobsled off the roof real quick, dude.
Let's have
a pinata party. Where
let's have a pillow fight in the middle of traffic.
Let's have a pillow fight filled with steak knives.
You ever use a sock with a stick full of frozen butter?
You ever use a freshly sharpened Wagyu steak knife as a toothbrush?
You ever use I can't fucking talk.
You ever kiss a goat while you hug your mother?
You ever climbed a tree looking for buried treasure?
You ever kissed a dude named Fred?
Nah, bruh. Can't say I've done that one.
I mean,
on that note, welcome to the KnowItAlls podcast.
Obviously, you didn't grow up in the 80s, dog.
I'm here with, this is Danny, here with my good friend, Miles.
What up, my good friend, Danny? Nothing else but a good friend.
He's nothing else but a good friend.
He's just
nothing
good
more,
friend.
nothing less.
Nothing
more, nothing less.
No, nothing more. No more socks, no less socks, just the same amount of socks. Nothing more than a good friend.
He wears a nice plaid button-up T-shirt every Sunday when he goes to golf. He's got the same tea time. He's just a good friend.
What can I say? I like corduroy on my ankles.
What can I say? He's very good at parallel parking.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude,
all right.
have you ever when you're like driving to the grocery store with your mom and you put your hand on the window and you just have your hand like resting on it, and she like moves the automatic switch up, it just crunches your hand.
No.
That happened to me. I was just
No.
thinking about it. I was just thinking about it.
I definitely have not had
Yeah.
that fucking.
Anybody listening to this, I know what's happened to you. It doesn't just happen to me. It's only happened to me
Dude,
once,
I'm
but
pretty sure it's a it's something you need to talk to somebody about, man.
dude, when you're resting your arm on the window and the windows are down, and your boy puts the windows up and it scares the shit out of you. You know that one?
The window rolls up, he squeezes your arm.
You're like, ah. You're like, oh my god. Oh my god, the power's off.
Power. Oh my god, dude. Get that power grid some milk, man.
Yeah, somebody call National Grid, tell them we got a crisis.
Dude, my shit's about to be off. We're getting hit with that hurricane, dude.
Yeah?
Just like the dick hairs of it.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. It's just a little rain.
Just a wee bit of rain.
Just a wee bit of dick hair rain, you know, nothing crazy.
Just a wee bit of pubes.
A wee bit of wee.
Wow, we have already taken this podcast on a fucking ride.
It's been 7 minutes.
Has it really? Oh my god.
It's been 7 minutes.
Oh man.
So yeah, I'm chilling. What about you?
Doing pretty good. Not gonna lie, I'm living.
Yeah.
Can't really do much else. I'm just working all the time.
I feel you.
But
I don't know. I feel like work is an interesting thing. It's like if it's not directly connected with what you want to be doing for the rest of your life, it's kind of like I don't know. It's not a fun place, you know.
No shit. Like today, I had a client today. It was a good session, really good session. I had a kid who wanted to shadow me, so I was like training this guy while this other dude looked and was taking notes. Not like writing down notes, obviously. He was just staring there, kind of blank faced, but it's okay.
He was sketching you.
Yeah, he was doing an interpretive painting. He kept telling us to stop moving, like.
You were naked with grapes.
Oh my god! I had a robe.
Hey yo,
I had a robe.
My ears aren't that big, dog. Come on.
But no, so like I had that. No, it was a good training session. Like I like training people. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like it's a way for me to really just connect with people, and honestly, it's mad fun because I'm passing off my knowledge of not only fitness, but then I get to talk to them just like about their days, and it's just like the little shit. It's the little things, like engaging with your client. You're not just there to get them in shape. You're there to help them transform their life. That's the point. As a personal trainer, you have a responsibility on your hands. So if you're not pushing yourself, how can you push other people?
But it's also the job is also moving you in the direction you want to go.
Oh yeah. You know, we got big plans, and ironically, like that's something I was thinking about today. Is like I have these very large plans that I want to do down the road, obviously. And I'm not talking about in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, not even 5 years. Like I have like a 10-year plan, and it's like that's where I see myself. And we've talked about what it's gonna look like between me, you, and like that big. You know, we've talked about our vision. It's hush hush to all y'all listening because y'all don't need to know this shit. Show your work. That's about it. They told you in math class you don't understand what it means at the time. Then for some reason it applies to life. You got to show your work sometimes. Like you just got to let it speak for itself. So it's kind of pushed me toward myself on that mark, and just not getting too caught up with the future goals and worrying about them and needing them right now. It's enjoying every small victory on your journey so you can learn and appreciate everything around you as much as possible in the moment. Because if you're way too focused on your future, in my opinion, like, you miss all the cool shit and the cool connections you could have right now.
What's the right balance in your mind?
What is the right balance?
Yeah, I'm thinking about the future and thinking about the present.
Just staying focused and making sure, like, if you have to make a correct, in my opinion, like, making a correct decision in the moment. Like, if you have a choice, you always have a choice. You have multiple choices. You could go left, right, straight, turn around, go the same way you came. Like, if you think about it, driving a car, but you have decisions, and whichever decision you make, you have to make sure that it aligns with that end goal. These small decisions now can really push you closer and closer to that end goal. And it's either, do I want to go the best possible path, or do I want to fall on the side of temptation? Do I want to fall on the side of insecurity and being scared? Or do I want to stick true to my gut and stay focused and keep that same decision and make the tough decision now that will help me in the future? So it's like checking yourself in the moment.
So it's staying focused on the goal in the future goal in the present, like staying focused on the goal and every step along the path towards that goal.
Yeah, it's like you can have these small goals, but the fact is, like, your small goals should help you, your small short-term goals should help you achieve those 10-year goals. But because in the grand scheme of things, like, that 10-year goal for most people is just a dream. They're like, oh, I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. They're limiting themselves, one, by saying, I wish. Two, limiting themselves by already thinking that they can't do it for some reason. So
No, it's funny. It's like there's plenty of reasons why you can't do it, but there aren't any reasons for why you shouldn't try.
there you go. That's a good way to put it. It's a good way to put it. Why not just take the step? Like, you're gonna sit there your whole life and just not take a risk because what, you're scared? What are you gonna tell yourself when you're 80?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna tell yourself? You've taken like your last, what, like 6 breaths, looking at the ceiling, attached to some damn machine. You're just, oh, I should have done this. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's over. It's past. You can't do nothing about it now. That's what people want. They want to live with regret. That's cool. Do that. That's all you. It's not what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to change, not try to change other people, but like give people the best advice I can about how I look at things, and hopefully they take what I do and apply it, or take what they hear a little bit and try some stuff out. Like, they don't have to apply it and make it their life. Don't be me. Don't be Miles. Don't be other people. Be you. The reason I always say it, just keep being you. It's something else, man, because when you hear somebody say you can't, like, words are contagious.
I was thinking about today. I was like, I don't know where I heard this from, but I feel like I heard it from something. Is it, if you think it's impossible, it is.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, the thing is like the whole reason why we're sitting here talking on a laptop, like 600 miles away, is because people took a chance.
People weren't satisfied.
No. Well, there were some people who were satisfied, but there are some people who were like, no, this there's another level. There's something different here. And it's like you like it whether it's a scientist that's the scientist that, developed the ability to communicate through the internet, or to develop the internet, which is like whether it was him just like as like a 14-year-old sticking his head down and saying, no, I'm gonna work on this project and I'm gonna really like, or just like finding that passion, like that to me is like, you can pursue any goal you want, but it's like you have to number one, the end of the goal has to be worthy of the courage to pursue it.
Mm.
And a lot of the time,
Mm-hmm. I like that.
a lot
That's a poetry snap right there.
appreciate it. Do you agree though?
Of course I agree. Because it's like you gotta have a big picture. Like for me, I'm not gonna say what my big picture is. I like to keep my things hush hush. And as long as people understand like it's bigger than you, it's bigger than me. There's how people talk about legacy. I could give two shits what my legacy is. I could like I don't need to, for me personally, like I don't need to be remembered. Part of my ego is gonna be like, oh, I want to be remembered, da da da. People no, because that's just the attention part of it. My actions and the things I will do will ultimately make me remembered for a little bit. Like it will be like, oh, he did this, he lived his way, like he lived his life this way, da da da. But I lead by example. Like I don't need to be crazy remembered. I do it for myself and for the future. Like I'm 21, but my kids who are gonna come after me, like, what world am I gonna leave for them? What world am I gonna leave for this youth that's coming up after us? That's gonna have to deal with all the shit that's going on right now. Like, it's probably gonna be 10 times worse. There's probably gonna be more technology. There's probably gonna be more. It's a ton of things. Like, there's a lot of BS out there that's going to be an outside controlling factor. So it's like, I want to help create a better way for them to navigate it. So it shouldn't be courage. It should be like, I love the fact that you said courage, because some people just need that to do what they need to do right now. In order to accomplish something right now, you need courage. But my end goal is it's bigger than me. Have the courage to be yourself and understand, like, have the awareness to put your pride to the side, right? And realize that, yeah, cool, people understand, like, everybody wants to be special in this universe, da da da. But at the end of the day, it's not about you, not about me. It's about a bigger picture here, and that's what happens when we're gone. I'm not concerned where we go right now. I'm concerned about what am I going to leave when I'm gone? Or is this world really going to be in good hands with the next generation? Because why would I just sit idly by and watch a bunch of stuff go to shit when it's our job right now as the youth of becoming this next great generation to sit here idle and just let shit fall apart?
I see it as, I completely agree, obviously, but yeah, that's something I struggle with, is like finding that balance of like, how can I help? Like, and I found that like going down like a political path wasn't good for my mental health at a young age, like at like 16, 17, because I really couldn't influence anything in my life, because like I was working, right? I was still working, but I wasn't, voting on anything. I wasn't able, like, really petitioning for anything and all that shit. Like, I just like was, you know, I went down the same rabbit hole you kind of did when it was like the conspiracy theory shit. But
I got a guy who wants to come on and talk about this too.
I'm sure you do.
Oh yeah.
No, but it's one of those things where it's like, how do you fucking take steps in your daily life to improve the world around you? And you know, a lot of time it's improving yourself so that you can be the most useful version of yourself. Like, and the most useful version of yourself is the version that you want to be. It's the person who has the self-awareness to know when to, you know, to back away from a situation, and to like not like it's a lot of things that you learn just be trying to be the best version of yourself. There's a lot of things that you learn on a minute to minute basis that's not something that you would learn if you were just like dealing with the minute. You weren't examining it, like, and figuring out, and obviously that can be overwhelming, and it is at times. It's like I'm constantly analyzing, am I being the best version of myself in this situation?
So that for me, when I used to do that, like there's parts of me, and sometimes I'll still do it. Like you can't escape everything. Habits, habits will come, and they'll bad habits will come back, and like it's climbing a glacier with an ice pick, and you just gotta be able to, break the glacier off a little bit, and then the bad habits fall away. But they like I just stop overthinking and worrying for the most part. Is I just let it go legitimately. Like instead of holding on really tight to this one idea and not knowing where I'm going to fall or just not knowing when it's going to happen, I embrace it. I just stopped caring about when and where and just went with gotta just go for it now. So it's like, if you've ever seen, well, honestly, we can tie this into like jumping off of that rope swing, like when I was in Wyndham. But when I jumped off, I literally was just like, fuck it, I just gotta like let go. So I just jumped. As soon as I jumped off that platform, because you jumped off the same one, right? That one was what, like 25 feet?
In Wyndham?
That thing was high up, especially because the water
It was like 20 feet. Yeah, probably about 20 feet.
yeah, like 20, and then the top one was like 45.
Oh, you're talking about the one at the pond.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if that was 25 feet. That was probably like 15.
No, because it was like,
15,
I
20.
think about it now. It was probably 2.5 of me up from where we had to climb, and then it
You're
was
talking
like,
about the platform on top
yeah,
of
yeah,
on the tree?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then that was yeah,
The
that was
first
high up.
platform
Okay.
was like 20,
Yeah,
25,
I
and
know
then
what
the
you're talking about.
second one was like 45, 50.
Mm-hmm.
But so when I jumped off that second platform, dude, I literally thought I died. That was only like 20 feet. I let go, and I was just like, well, there goes my life. That shit was crazy to me. Like I literally jumped, and I was like, well,
You
I
know
have
what
no
that is?
control now.
That's calm surrender.
Yeah, it was pretty freaky.
Dude,
It was pretty freaky,
when you come out on the other side, dog,
dude.
what'd
It
you feel?
was it was so fucking weird.
What'd you feel?
I got it. I got to the top of the surface. I was just like, oh shit! I all right. I just did that. My heart was racing. I felt like I cheated death. It was some weird stuff.
Or you just a pussy?
Yeah, that too. But no, like I've had times where I've had calm surrender, and it's literally like saved me.
Yeah.
Like where I've just blacked out and just been like, well, whatever
Yeah.
happens, happens.
But is that okay? So my question is that a conscious thought? Is that like you doing that, or is that just in you, like where it's like a
That thing is just kind of in me. Um, like when I jumped off the platform into the water, when I jumped, I literally was like I felt like slow motion. Like I jumped and I like floated for a second in the air, and I went, "Oh."
Like a cartoon with the with the feet.
Kind of, but like I didn't know what happened until I hit the water.
You got to think about that. Like, oh, you don't have to think about it, but like falling from a really high distance. It's like is like there's those near death experiences. You would imagine your brain just shuts off just to save you from just like what's gonna happen. Like you would imagine your brain shuts off. Like a lot of time, that's what people happen. That's what happens. Like it's blackout. So you've literally come to the edge of death where it's just like black.
Oh,
and
I've
then-
been there. I've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
I've been there a couple times. There was this. I told you this story, right? When my sister was there, when I blacked out.
At where?
I was skiing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I was doing this thing called an A-frame box, and it's like this big platform. It's for skiing. It's like you do tricks on it. It's a big, I think it's probably like a foot, I want to say a foot wide by, and this is an A-frame, so it's probably like a 12, 15 foot box in the shape of an A, like an A-frame, like a house, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
For the people who don't, that's why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
But so I went up on it, and I probably did it 5 times that day. So it's like at an angle, so you have to go up and then control yourself on the way down. And I started slipping off one of these times. So I got on it, started slipping off. I got to the top, and I fell off, and I hit the back of my head on it. And I fell off, hit the back of my head, and I woke up, and I was like, "No, I'm fine." I'm like, "Yeah, I was only out for like a second." No, it turns out I was out for like a minute, like a straight minute. And it was just like so wild to me that I have no recollection of this. I just woke up and I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna go back skiing." And they're like, "Nah, you have to go get checked out." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm straight, bro." But like
what you said.
I literally was like, "No, I'm fine. I'm gonna go talk to my dad. He's a ski patroller, and then I'm gonna just come back on the lift."
Mm.
I was just like, "Yeah, I hit my head and I'm fine." And he's like, "All right," and then got on the lift and I was cool. And I don't think anybody. Lily was the one who told me that I blacked out for like a minute. She was like, "You were out long enough where I started like crying." And I was like, "Oh." Keep in mind, I was like, "Bro, keep in mind, I was like 11. I was 11 and my sister was 8. So she saw her older brother just out cold, like nothing, just lifeless. I was like, "Oh my God." Yeah, dude. It
What
was
a pussy.
Yeah. Yeah. So like that was a weird one.
But that's one of those things where it's like you hit that wall. Where it's black. Where it's,
Yeah.
I was talking to my cousin the other night, and he said something interesting. We were talking about like, oh, we were having this big, talk about like what happens when you die, and we were talking about religion and how it relates to that and shit. And I was like, saying I was speaking about it, and then I said like even like, and I used the phrase "if it all goes black," right? And or like it's just blackness forever, whatever the fuck. And he goes, "It's not. No. It's not black. It's just blank."
No, he's not wrong.
Like it's not. It's not like black. 'Cause
We
black
just
is still
labeled-
something.
Yeah, we just labeled it that. It's just that's what most people see is because that blankness, that dude, my thing about death is if it happens, how the fuck am I gonna know? Like if it's like going to sleep, you won't know.
I mean, you'll know before it happens, though.
Yeah, but like if it happens and it's just like, oh, all right. Like I have no control over it. So like that story I told you when I blacked out midair, like as soon as I left the ground,
Yeah.
when I was skiing. Bro, that one was probably the most wild experience because like now that I really think about it, when I was floating through the air, it was so like low key peaceful.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. I like
Mm.
vividly remember that. So like for those people listening, I was skiing this mountain called Bretton Woods, and I was going like 50 miles an hour. I was flying, and I went in this park where they have these snow whales. So like these snow whales are just big piles of snow that haven't been groomed out yet and flattened. So I didn't see one because the lighting wasn't very good. It was like 7 o'clock at night, and it was like the shadows from the trees, and the sun was setting, so like you couldn't see the holes and like the dips and stuff. So all of a sudden I'm going like 50, and all of a sudden I remember I go down super fast. I drop like probably 2 feet, and then I just shoot up in the air. And as soon as I left the ground, out like a light. Like I was conscious. I remember floating in the air, and then I remember hitting the ground, and I remember no pain. Like I remember myself consciously floating in the air. Like I was like, I'm flying right now. Like literally my eyes were shut. Everything was black, like dark and blank. And I was just like, I'm floating right now. Like this is crazy. Like I felt like I was just flying above the ocean, if that makes sense. Because like I could hear things. Like I could hear myself traveling through the air, which was so crazy. I could hear myself traveling through the air, and I'm just like, oh, all right, so I'm in the air right now. And then I felt myself hit the ground, and I was like, okay, so I'm about to hit the ground. So then I hit the ground, and I felt it, and I was like, oh, all right, well, this is the ground. And then all of a sudden, I'm up, sitting straight up. Like I landed on my head first, then my shoulder. My dad told me, he said it was the worst fall it looked like I've ever. He said from the look of it, it was the worst fall I've ever had, and he thought he thought I was seriously injured. And all of a sudden, I'm awake, conscious, sitting up. My goggles are back, my skis, poles, gloves, um, anything you could imagine. My jacket, my face is covered in snow. Like I had snow everywhere. And then I had people call it a yard sale. Literally, all my shit was behind me, and I'm sitting up. Like I was just like, oh, I'm here now. I was like, well, this happened. And
I have arrived.
And he's like, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I was just like shook for a second. But I look back at it, I'm like, this is one of the craziest things ever. Like I had a super near, I would call that like a close to a near death experience, but it was like I could have gotten seriously
No. I mean, you just look at the situation that your brain. It was a near death experience because you blacked out and you were just like, it was a moment.
I like accepted it.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying. You don't. The thing is like you just don't. It's just such a place of just like, yeah. There's nothing you can do.
No, that's what I'm saying. I had
It's
no
like,
control, so I was just like, screw it. I forget how old I was. I was like 14, 15.
yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
You think about how that affects your like your thinking and the way you looked at the world.
Yeah, it was pretty weird because I never really believed in Jesus. Getting into that topic, like I was raised Roman Catholic, like confirmed, and I never really believed in Jesus.
Never, dude. You didn't believe the dude died and came back, bro. You never were down with. You didn't.
I wasn't.
commit
I
to
wasn't.
that?
I wasn't down with the shits.
Dude, I was, bro. I would walk around singing Jesus songs, bro. I would be 9, 10 years old, and I was writing songs about Jesus.
Those when you had the bowl cut, right?
Bowl cut Miles.
Yeah, dude.
Legitimately,
I've
bowl cut
always been
Miles.
spiritual, though. I'm not gonna lie. I've always been spiritual. Never believed in Jesus. I always knew that. I always thought that there was like a bigger power. Nah, I don't know what it is. I don't know who, what, if, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's a person. I don't know if it's a being. I don't know what it is, or if it's just an entity or an energy. But I know something's there.
All you have to do is think about there's something more, right?
Exactly. It's bigger than me.
Okay. So the way I basically just think about how we view the universe, because we view the universe like, oh, there's the spirit realm, and then there's our realm, and then there's this thing. Like, that's what people like when my mom talks about, like, this, like, spirits and like demons and shit like that. Like, my mom talks about that a lot. It's like, oh, that woman's possessed, or like, type shit. And I just see it, I'm just like, okay, I believe there is something more than what we're perceiving, right? Like, than what we have presented to us on a daily basis. Like, there's something more, and there is something more. Like, the most provable way about it is if you go to the base level of science, which is essentially quantum theory. The base particles are virtual particles that pop in and out of existence. It's a field of vertical particles that pop in and out of existence, and the average over time of the area of those particles popping into existence rather than being out is what basically creates electrons. That's what the video I sent you was like. It was talking about that. So I go down to that. I'm like, the most base particle of the universe literally just doesn't exist, and it can exist and not exist at this. Like, it can just pop in and out of existence. I'm like, okay. I don't like, the thing is like, you don't need religion to tell you, there's something more. Like, just literally just go outside and look at around you and think about how long it would take you to design something to do what is happening around you. Think about how fucking long it would take you
I like that.
to design a chicken. Like, think about like everything as a machine. It's like, I was watching the chickens grazing. I was like, that is such a fucking complicated machine. I would there's and this is the thing, people can't do it still. With all the technology we have, we still can't create something as complicated and as like integrated as a chicken, as an animal.
Yeah. Unless it's like a robot and then they start to try to kill us, but let's not go down that road.
That's such a corny road, bro.
But it's fucking true.
I don't think robots will. I don't know. I don't believe that. I believe. I believe. Well, you're talking about AI, right? And then you go, okay, well,
talk about AI.
They're gonna be programmed to, yeah. Let's not go down that road. You know what?
No. That's why I don't like talking about it. Simply for the fact that it's just like, fuck it. Like, what? Like, why would I talk about this shit?
No, I mean, but I don't think it's a threat as far as like,
Nope, there he goes. 5 miles. Later, dude.
Hello.
Oh, he's back.
Oh boy.
Why
my computer shut off?
No shot.
Just shut off.
No shot.
It was like a woman. I didn't touch it enough, and it just shut down. That's fucking right, dude. I didn't pay enough attention to it, so it just shut down. That's what your phone does, bro. Your phone is like a woman. It just, if you don't pay enough attention to it, just turns off.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Anyways, all right. Okay,
was-
I just found a list here. Some of the best words literally ever. Literally ever. Okay.
Totally.
I'm gonna need you to rank these real quick.
Oh God.
Bamboozled.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think that's okay. Let's just go one
Go-
for,
no,
for
How
for
about you
each.
just? How about
Out
you
of 10.
give me the list? How about you just give me a list, and then we rank them. We can't be like, oh, Bamboozle's number one right now. It's our only
Well,
option. Like,
but it's like
I
a
think
race.
It's number two.
It's like a
And
race
what's
where
number one? There's nothing else.
it's like it's like a race
Here,
where you
rank
slowly
these. Rank
introduce.
these from 1 to 10. That's it.
number one.
That's it. All right. So
No. I'm saying.
socks 4
What if
out
we?
of 10.
Okay.
What 3 things are above it? I don't know. There's nothing else. There was no other
I
option.
get it, dude. I'm just gonna. Okay, whatever. It's a sliding scale. Anyways, I'm talking
I
about.
thought that was the word. I'm
No.
not gonna lie.
I'm talking about like out of 10, like rated out of 10.
Oh, like what are the
Okay, bamboozled. Okay,
first thing I think of is Mirage from Apex.
okay.
You got bamboozled.
So that's number one right now. Okay, flabbergasted.
Oh, I love that word. That's a great word.
Discombobulated.
Discombobulated. Ooh,
That's a solid word, bro.
that's a solid word.
Shenanigans.
I think discombobulated is at the top right now.
Okay, so discombobulated.
Dude,
Okay.
imagine you walk into a house, there's just a bunch of shenanigans going on, and everyone is just discombobulated.
Yeah, one is the product of another, so you gotta be like, yo. All right. Discombobulated. All right.
Excuse me, miss. What has you so discombobulated?
All these shenanigans.
Oh, these shenanigans. I just watched a young lad get hit by a bus.
Mate, I was flabbergasted.
I was flabbergasted. He got bamboozled by the stop sign.
You got bamboozled by that big bus.
He got bamboozled by a bus. You're supposed to stop for pedestrians.
Cattywampus.
That's the word?
Yeah, that's another word.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Cattywampus?
You look it up. Lollygag.
Oh, lollygag. That's a good one.
It's all right. Malarkey.
How do you spell cattywampus?
Think about caddy.
I found it.
Okay.
Caddy.
Kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle means askew or crooked.
You cattywampus, dog. You know you're being cattywampus, dog.
Yo, bro, you've done some cattywampus things in the past, man.
Hey yo, no cattywampus, dog. You looking? Those socks are cute.
It may derive from the Scots word wampish, meaning to wriggle or twist.
Oh.
Or swerve.
Hey, baby.
Or swerve.
Hey, baby. Let me come.
We do know the word has been around for more than a century and is spelled many different ways, such as cattywampus and cattywampus. This isn't telling me the definition.
Hey, baby,
I don't
let's
need
get
the
wampus.
etymology. I just want to know what the word means.
Yeah, he doesn't need to know if he can eat it, dude. Okay.
I don't need to know if it's
He needs to know what it means. Dude.
askew or awry.
Yeah, dude, it means
Positioned diagonally. That's literally the second definition.
That's what I'm gonna come, dude. When I'm at work next time, when I'm describing something.
Can you position that cat as wampus? Cat, fuck.
All right, brouhaha.
Hold on.
Brouhaha.
Brouhaha.
Brouhaha. Shark bait. Ooh-ha-ha.
A noisy and overexcited reaction or response to something. It's a This is too much brouhaha.
Nincompoop.
I love that word. I say that all the time. That's my favorite.
Skedaddle.
Skedaddle. I say that as well. I use these in my vocabulary.
You ready for the last one?
Oh yeah.
Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel. Isn't that a bread?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Discombobulated is probably gonna take.
Pumpernickel. Dark, dense German bread made from coarsely ground.
Bro, you never had pumpernickel?
Well, I was just looking it up. I wanted to
Have
say
you
the
had it?
definition. Yes,
No,
I've
no,
had
no.
pumpernickel.
Have you had it?
With butter? Yes.
Bro, like, okay. Just with butter?
Hmm?
Just with butter? Or like anything
I've had
else?
pumpernickel bread.
You just ate straight pumpernickel bread?
Yeah, I eat the whole loaf.
You had a straight pumper, dog?
I took a straight pump.
You took a straight pumper to your face, dude.
All right, buddy.
Anyways, lollygag is fucking bottom tier.
Lollygags. Nah, dude, there's some worse ones. I think bamboozled's at the bottom.
Bamboozled? Yeah, that's at like 7. So wait, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
There's a
6,
couple
7,
fucking
8, 9,
tens,
10,
though.
11, 12.
For
There's 12.
sure.
There's 12.
There's a couple
Okay.
tens in there.
Discombobulated is a 10.
Bro, I look up bamboozled. You know what the fourth? You know what the fourth thing is on Google?
What?
Bamboozled by Jesus. How God tricked me into the life of my dreams. It's a book.
It all fucking comes around.
Bamboozled by Jesus.
By Jesus. Jesus bamboozled me.
Jesus.
You know, he does kind of look like Mirage, not gonna lie.
Not at all. Bamboozled. To fool or cheat.
You've been cheated.
Tom Sawyer bamboozled the neighbor boys into doing it for him. What?
What?
That's a terrible.
Holy
terrible
fuck.
sentence.
Holy fuck.
Tom Sawyer bamboozled the neighborhood boys. No, I would have to say nincompoop, definitely. Number 1. Imagine just getting called a nincompoop. I used to say that to the kids I worked with. Like, you're acting like a nincompoop. And they're like, what? What? They just had no idea how to handle it.
Oh, that's a solid one. I'll give that a solid one. I'm gonna write these out. Hold on. All right.
A foolish or stupid person. Come on now.
Malarkey.
Oh, that's some malarkey.
That's a fucking good word.
I'm trying to think of a word. Pompous. Forget what that means, but that sounds pretty good.
It's like a pompous asshole, right?
You're acting so pompous.
It's like you're acting like
affectedly or
egotistical,
irrationally grand. What?
It's not like it's a bar, dog.
What? No. Irritatingly grand. I read that wrong. Oh, it's just someone being egotistical.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what we title this: mortality and pumpernickel bread.
Bro, what the fuck is that?
From mortality to pumpernickel.
Mortality.
That's the title.
And
yes.
From
mortality to pumpernickel.
No. Just mortality and pumpernickel bread.
Oh, on that note, yo, I'm gonna fucking be done talking to this creep. Even though he's
Oh,
my
man.
good friend, though.
Yeah, just nothing else though. Nothing more.
This one has been a really fun one to record.
That was fun.
This one was not pompous at all.
No, not even a little bit.
Not even quite.
I also didn't have any pumpernickel bread.
It was rather precarious. No, nope.
It was rather some malarkey. Just dropped my pen in my trash can. There we go.
That's pretty good. Yeah, this was quite a precarious podcast. It was not securely held or in position. Dangerous, likely to fall or collapse.
I feel like we should read a word.
Dude, this is what we gotta do. At
Describe.
the end of every one, we just go in on this. We just do some
Just-
random ass words.
To just describe the.
But all right, man. Thank y'all for listening. This podcast was sponsored by Merrimack Elite and Merrimack Elite Apparel. Miles Tachi Dog Training. I think Odie sponsored this one. He barked a couple shits at me.
Yeah, yo, click the link in the bio to enter your giveaway for some of his Dada,
Some of his sawed-off shotguns.
some of his fucking doo-doo. I'm giving that away.
No, but link in the description. Merrimack Elite Training, Merrimack Elite Apparel. We have our shirts coming out, hoodies coming out. $50 for the hoodies, $25 for the shirts. Appreciate y'all support. Just keep being you, keep being great, keep striving to be better. And you know what? Don't live to die, just live.
This thing is set a Hallmark card. It's the outro.
Why not? You gotta be whimsical.
Hey, dog, nah. Live to die. Just, just stay alive. Just
Born to be
just to
wild.
die. And on that note, Lady Gaga, everybody.
But all right, y'all.
All right.
Thank you for listening. Until next time, this has been the KnowItAlls. Damn, I wish we had an outro song. Oh, get your guitar.
Wait, hold on. We got an
Yeah.
outro song.
We got an outro song now.
Wait, say it again. Say the catchphrase again.
Until next time, it's been the KnowItAlls.
Here we go.
It sounded terrible. It was so quiet.
This has been the Know-It-Alls.
This has been the KnowItAlls.